Welcome to another camera comparison video, and today we have Asus ROG 3, iPhone 11 Pro and OnePlus 8 Pro. I wanted to see how a gaming smartphone camera performs beside two camera-centric flagships. Let us start with ultra-wide lens. At the left it's Asus ROG 3 and this one comes with a 13 megapixel sensor for ultra-wide shots. In the middle it's iPhone 11 Pro and this one comes with 12 megapixel sensor underneath that ultra-wide lens. At the right it's OnePlus 8 Pro and this one comes with a flagship Sony IMX586 48 megapixel sensor for its ultra-wide pictures. At a glance, image produced by iPhone 11 Pro looks very lucrative. Blazing color and blue sky at the background looks good. Check the trees at the background, almost perfect color reproduction. Skin tone, sharpness and dynamic range. Everything is better on iPhone 11 Pro. Image in the middle is simply close to reality. I am really surprised to see the image at the right. It was taken with OnePlus 8 Pro and I really had better expectations. White balance and saturation are far from reality. Yeah, this one has more details and higher sharpness than ROG 3. Actually, Asus ROG 3 tried its best, however, higher ambience and highlights makes things look like overexposed. Also, image on the left is a bit soft. Time for main sensors. Asus ROG Phone 3 is equipped with Sony IMX686 64 megapixel sensor. iPhone 11 Pro got a 12 megapixel sensor. OnePlus 8 Pro got Sony IMX689 48 megapixel main sensor. Have you already found that these three pictures have different color tone and white balance? Without any hesitation, iPhone 11 Pro portrays reality. Asus ROG Phone 3 image is a bit overexposed. Check the sky. OnePlus 8 Pro image has lower contrast ratio, that's an issue. However, dynamic range and color grading is better. Asus ROG 3 continues with increased highlights, but this time it's less than ultra-wide photo. iPhone 11 Pro once again with a smaller sensor grabbed more details. Also, iPhone 11 Pro image is a bit sharper. However, it is not possible to deny that at a glance, OnePlus 8 Pro image looks way better and Asus ROG 3 image looks a bit ordinary. No, Asus ROG 3 doesn't come with a telephoto lens. It uses its main sensor and digitally crops at the center to produce a 2x zoom image. iPhone 11 Pro has a dedicated 2x telephoto lens and yes, underneath that there is a 12 megapixel sensor with OIS. OnePlus 8 Pro got a 8 megapixel sensor underneath its telephoto lens and this one doesn't offer 2x optical zoom. This one actually offers 3x optical zoom and like iPhone 11 Pro, it's also equipped with a OIS. The first thing I have noticed is the color tone. OnePlus 8 Pro image is obviously saturated. It's not a bit, it's more than a bit saturated. Image produced by iPhone 11 Pro seems a bit pale and surprisingly Asus ROG 3 got the correct color grading and skin tone. iPhone 11 Pro got more details in the shadows, produced a sharper image with enough details. However, OnePlus 8 Pro image offers more details and clear visibility as it's a 3x zoom. I would say Asus ROG 3 did fairly good and this 2x zoom image is lucrative. Moving on to portrait, OnePlus 8 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro can take natural portrait image with their telephoto lens and that's more lucrative and useful for human photography. Yeah, this is what we miss when a smartphone comes without any telephoto lens. Among iPhone 11 Pro and OnePlus 8 Pro, I would put OnePlus 8 Pro edge ahead for better focus, edge detection and skin tone. But once again, if you check the tank top of the model, OnePlus 8 Pro failed to reproduce correct color and it's a bit saturated. Now time for main sensor portrait image with bokeh effect. And OnePlus 8 Pro really gone too far. It seems like the focus object was just pasted on top of that background. There is a big difference. In this case, if you check the model and the background, wow, it feels like artificial blurriness. Rather, I would say Asus ROG 3 did way better. I must say, I feel like the bokeh effect on ROG 3 is pretty attractive. It's not too much and not too less. Color exposure and details are also pretty good. But once compared to iPhone 11 Pro, both OnePlus 8 Pro and Asus ROG 3 seems less attractive and unreal. Higher dynamic range, more details, sharpness and to the point contrast ratio makes iPhone 11 Pro image way too better. Now again, it's time for another ultra-wide lens, this time without the model Camara. And once again, 3 different phones produced 3 images with 3 different white balance and tone. iPhone 11 Pro with cooler tone and increased ambience produced a lucrative image. For sure, it's like eye candy. OnePlus 8 Pro image is a bit overexposed, but it's really amazing to see that ROG 3 has wider dynamic range and kept the sky color pretty close to reality. Yeah, other than that dynamic range, it actually failed to provide anything better than ordinary. No, it wasn't a haze afternoon, rather it was a wonderful afternoon, and I was really interested to see how the main sensors of these 3 smartphones perform, and things are really almost the same as ultra-wide without much of a difference. Yes, this time details and sharpness is better on all 3 smartphones. White balance issue on OnePlus 8 Pro hurts the image, and it continued to produce a bit darker and gloomy image that is more soft than sharp. iPhone 11 Pro continued to have higher midtones, and that makes the sky lucrative, but also makes it less real. Asus ROG Phone 3 also kept its trend and a bit overexposed. The truth is, at a glance, Asus ROG 3 image got more details than the other two, but its poor color reproduction hurts. Considering sharpness, background and colors, this time I would choose iPhone 11 Pro image. If you don't agree and have a different idea, then please make a comment and let me know. The following videos were recorded at 1080p 30 frames per second. This video would show us color tone and details. However, more importantly, I have recorded this to test microphone capabilities of these 3 smartphones.
Thanks for watching this video.
If you like this video, please click the like button.
如果你喜欢这支视频的话，请点赞、评论、转发、关注哦。
Yeah, on some other camera comparison videos that I have published, some subscribers and viewers commented like I should try to take more photos of human objects, and here comes Karina. Yes, I have found this problem many times under different lighting condition. In search of true tone, iPhone 11 Pro heavily suffers with white balance issue. That yellow tone really hurts. Color tone drifted a bit from reality, and it's in no way an ideal image. OnePlus 8 Pro actually reproduced true color, skin tone, and everything is better on this image. White balance and details are way better than other two. I am surprised to see that Asus ROG 3 reproduced an image that almost fought neck and neck with OnePlus 8 Pro. Actually, its cold color tone made things a bit worse, or else ROG 3 almost managed to reproduce the colors with accuracy. Details in the shadows are definitely better on OnePlus 8 Pro. Indoor portrait, yes, OnePlus 8 Pro this time performed better. Bokeh effect is far better than those outdoor bokeh, but edge detection suffered a bit. iPhone 11 Pro continued to produce a bit darker image with more details, better edge detection, better bokeh effect. However, this time the image is little saturated. Asus ROG 3 successfully brightened up the image with good contrast and brightness. White balance is also very good. OnePlus 8 Pro image is a bit too sharp, but if not compared side by side with iPhone 11 Pro, then you'd feel that this one is lucrative. Another portrait image, and once again, you got it. This is a portrait taken with telephoto lens. OnePlus 8 Pro is my daily drive for a month now, and I love this smartphone. But this is true that iPhone 11 Pro does way better than most of the Android flagships. I mean, in telephoto lens portrait, depth effect, edge detection, clarity, details, sharpness, color tone and skin tone. Everything is better on iPhone 11 Pro. Yes, OnePlus 8 Pro is not that bad. Actually, it's even the best among many flagship smartphones, I mean Android flagships. But if you check the face of the model, hair strains on top of right shoulder, jeans color and the background, you will find some differences. Now you tell me, am I right to say iPhone 11 Pro image is better here? Please don't forget to make a comment. Before we check night mode performance, let's check another indoor image. Asus ROG 3 finally beaten the other two. This image grabbed by Asus ROG 3 depicts reality. Color grading, details in the shadows, sharpness and white balance. I find all these are almost perfect on the image at the left. iPhone 11 Pro image is darker. Also, I don't like the warm tone on iPhone 11 Pro. Colors are almost similar on all of these 3 smartphones. However, this time iPhone 11 Pro image looks a bit saturated. OnePlus 8 Pro picture is also good, but a little exposed in bright areas. Time for selfies, and iPhone 11 Pro did very good to brighten up the image. With higher dynamic range and more details, things are way better on iPhone 11 Pro. Asus ROG 3 image is also brighter, but there is exposure issue. You can check the sky and the buildings at the background. OnePlus 8 Pro image is the darkest among these three. Actually, OnePlus 8 Pro selfie camera has a very heavy exposure issue, and I have explained it in my other camera comparison video. The thing is, if you wear a mask, then it will fail to detect correct ISO and brightness. Edge detection on iPhone 11 Pro is better. Yeah, I'm talking about selfie portrait. Check carefully and you will find the differences. iPhone 11 Pro managed to create a cool creamy bokeh effect. Among other two, Asus ROG 2 has edge detection issues, however managed to process the image with higher dynamic range, highlights and midtones. If you can hold steadily, then iPhone 11 Pro produces the cleanest image under low light. Yes, it may seem a little bit saturated, but actually that's closest to the real color. Check background structures and bright areas. I don't have a Google Pixel 4 at this moment, but I think even Google Pixel 4 would have hard time to beat this. OnePlus 8 Pro comes close with good color grading. And yeah, it is true that OnePlus 8 Pro has very good denoising algorithm that helped a lot. But overall, it failed to control brightness and ambience in well-lit areas. That led to a bit higher highlights. Asus ROG 3 did better than what I was expecting. Yeah, it is really better than many other budget flagships. But high contrast, average denoising with soft tone, no, sorry, this cannot beat OnePlus 8 Pro. These clips were recorded at 4K 30 frames per second, and Asus ROG 3 without OIS suffered a bit. Check the buildings and structures carefully. Do you see jelly effect on the left? Colors of OnePlus 8 Pro and Asus ROG 3 is almost close. Details and structure is better on iPhone 11 Pro, and after checking carefully, stabilization of OnePlus 8 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro is really awesome. Anyway, what do you think about these three smartphones? I'm not going to give any verdict cause I have already given my verdict through this video. I wanna know your verdict. Please don't forget to make a comment, and if you have liked this video then please don't forget to click on the like button. Also please subscribe to this channel.